right, guys, thanks for joining me today, October 27, 2024, for all the news, all the toy news, all the craziness that's been happening in the toy community. Lots of things to talk about. London COMICON was going on, and thankfully, it's not 90% Todd. Todd is a busy man. But this week, we still have some Todd, because he doesn't stop. But there's a lot of other things as well in this particular episode. As always, we're going to start out with a special thanks to all the members of the channel. Great ideas, great input. I mean, you guys are awesome. Thanks for all the input there. And we're going to work on some of that as well. So also, Valaverse. Let's get to some house cleaning items and then we'll get into the news. But I just want to do some quick cleanup stuff. Number one, Valaverse has started to ship their Series 5. I just got my shipping label, so yours shouldn't be far behind, or some of you have already gotten them. So I'm excited to have that in hand. Monster Force. Did you guys see my review? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Monster Force, those freaking figures are, well, the one I reviewed just now, amazing. I was expecting something good. I was pleasantly surprised. Go watch that review. And there's something else about that review that I want to talk about, and that is the riddle. We already have a winner. So, if you want to solve it, go ahead, continue to solve it. But we already have a winner, and the winner is right here. Hard act to follow. Congratulations. So, it was solved. Actually, so here's the thing I love about riddles. Number one, it was solved in kind of like a really fast time. Usually, I remember my first riddle went on for like 2 weeks. It was very hard. This riddle went on for about 4 hours, I believe. I may be wrong, but anyways, that's what I think it was. And the great thing, I had 2 people participate for the Tiger Paw for that particular riddle that was in the Monster Force review. And the great thing I love about riddles more than the contest and the giveaway is that it doesn't depend on sheer just stupid luck. It's actually how much effort and investigation and how fast you are in putting that into practice, right? So what I'm also going to do is he found 90% of the clues in that video, but he missed one. And that's okay, because we're going to do like a quick 2-minute video on how to solve the riddles, and that's kind of why we changed the format a little bit for the monthly giveaway just being gift cards to the riddles being the really big big things that we solve and the big prizes, right? Because those are more fun, those are more interactive, and I don't know, to me they just seem, if you're really invested in something and you really want to win it, then it shouldn't just be dumb luck. I think it it should be a measure of some of your input into it. So anyways, we'll do a quick 2-minute video on how he solved it. He did a really great job on it. So yeah, congratulations. The contest for the giveaway October 31st, I'll put a link to that giveaway. This was the riddle, the Monster Force review was the riddle giveaway. The actual monthly giveaway for the Big Bad Toy Store $25 gift card, or the Gridiron $25 gift card. That one's in the link below. You can go to that video and follow the instructions for it. The rules are in that video. Roscon. Oh man, you guys have seen it. If you've been following me this past week, you've been seeing me clean that. We're gonna get to that in the haul. We're gonna get to that insanity in the haul. I even got so many, I just stopped. I was like, I don't need any more. Stop, it's too much. So yeah, just keep an eye out. I've also, if you've been watching my hunt videos, as Titan and a few other people clearly noticed, I gave you the markers to look for, because sometimes those Joes are stuffed into those toys, and sometimes we don't want to go digging, but if you see the markers for the wave of the toys that those are included with, then you know which ones to go look for. Then you know when to spend a little bit more time at the Ross to see if it's actually there or not. So I've included some of those markers. Go back and watch some of those hunts if you don't know what those are. And then finally, we're going to talk about something that's kind of sad, right? And I try to keep away from this, but it is very toy centric, what just happened. and that is Hasbro laid off a ton of people again. Who am I to say, to tell a company, especially Hasbro, how to run their business? But mostly, from my experience as a business person, I can tell you that layoffs happen. They do happen. Sometimes you do them because of a shift in the economy. Sometimes you do them because you're shifting, products. Sometimes you do them because you're reskilling, retooling, whatever it could be, right? And they happen. And, that's a part of, sometimes that's a bigger chunk of working in the private sector. I've worked, as you know, I've been in the public sector. I've been in the Army, and I've been in the private sector. So, the interesting part is the Army has layoffs too. They call it force reduction, but they do it in a different way. Maybe one day we'll talk about that. But I've been a part of that as well. So don't think that just because you do public jobs you're safe. No, you're less inclined to those, or those are less. Back on track. Hasbro laid off some employees. They happen, but here's the problem. They've been doing it. It's almost like a trend now, right? It's almost like, let's have them twice a month. Let's have them, twice a year now. And companies sometimes wonder why employees have no loyalty to them. Why companies wonder why when they say, "You're family, we're all family." Yeah, right. Right, we're all family. Until the rubber hits the road, as they say. And then, never mind. Your family we can do without. So, look, to be honest with y'all, I would say that, layoffs are horrible. They're absolutely horrible. And it's horrible what they've did to these people. And it's, when you work for a company, it's a business. Don't get it twisted. It is a business transaction. Would we like for it to be family and, they take care of us like we often take care of the company and its resources? Yes, but that's not the way it is. I think a lot of you already understand that it's a business transaction. Now, here's the problem with this. As a management person, as a person in management, you should always be looking to minimize those particular effects. Because if you keep having these kind of layoffs, it has a horrible effect on your morale. It destroys your morale and it affects productivity. It's like a cancer from within. Then nobody's loyal to you. Your productivity's to the roof. People who have great ideas are going to see the writing on the wall and say, "I'm not staying with this company and I'm not giving it my best ideas. Why should I? They don't care about me and I certainly don't care about them." So if you're in management and you don't understand that, then you've got a ways to grow still. And so some of the problems that happen at Hasbro are this. They failed to accurately predict the demand of their product. So they hired a bunch of people and then they said, "Oops, we didn't know how to predict this accurately," which there's no excuse for that. That is just a failure. That is just a gosh doggone failure of management. And it really upsets me when these executives and stuff do not know how to predict what their product is going to do. It was really annoying to me. You're a big corporation getting paid a lot of money as an executive. You better freaking have that picture right in mind, and you better freaking have a backup plan. So it's very annoying. Failure to manage employee incentives and expectations. Sometimes you get a failure with that, right? I've heard, if you're not able to effectively manage what your employees' productivity is and the ability to flex those resources that you have internally already, to expand that without hiring more or to only hire when it's absolutely necessary, then again, another failure in management. You don't know how to manage those employee resources or incentivize the employees correctly. So that is a direct responsibility of management. The higher up in management you go, the less you know about the actual job and the more it is about managing people and their expectations and how to bring them together in a team and how to execute. You're not the guy on the line. You're not the guy doing the job anymore. That's not your job. So to me, they failed completely on that. The entire Hasbro executive team
needs to be thoroughly vetted once again. Thoroughly vetted. The complete morons over there. The only reason they haven't destroyed the G.I. Joe line is because it keeps smacking them across the face with dollar signs. Otherwise, it'd be too stupid to even do that. What else do we got? A failure to acquire more of the market. They failed to advertise correctly. They failed to acquire those things that would render them more profitability. And ultimately, because of that, they failed to get more customer demand. They failed to incentivize for their product. This is not the employee's job. This is executive and management's job to create a vision and then to sail towards it. So anyways, that's enough of that. Ultimately to say, to me, layoffs are never the fault, well, rarely, highly rarely, the fault of the employees. Layoffs are a complete and ugly, disgusting reflection on the ineptitude of management. That's my 2 cents. All right, enough with that. Let's move on to some interesting news in the toy area. So, so a couple of concerning and a couple of funny things in this. Some of it Hasbro, some of it not. So the one that is a little bit concerning to me is, number one, the Haslab Ecto-1. I thought it would have definitely funded by now with that Tully figure and all the other stuff, that they're, this is sucking wind over here. This, it's not horrible, but it's not great. They've got another, whatever, they're at 7,000-ish backers right now. They've got another 5,000 to go. They're going to hit it, but I thought they'd get there quicker. They're going to hit it. So there's nothing to worry about there. And I do like that they, gave the deluxe version and just the base version. So I think this isn't a very bad deal. I don't think it's a very bad deal. I think it's actually pretty fair. It's up front. They're telling you what you get. They've unlocked all the tiers. You can choose between the deluxe and the base. Have fun. So yeah, they're going to hit it, but I thought it would hit it sooner. Anyways, that's all I got to say about that. All right, now we're going to take a break from Hasbro just for a second because I want to talk about this ridiculousness from Todd. Todd, oh man, separating. Well, he's not a fool. He's not a fool, but well, here's the thing. So you got these mod maxes, or what are they called? Todd mods things. I'll tell you what, I like these a lot more than I like Pops. Pops, I have a huge disdain for those doofus things. But again, if you like them, please continue to collect them. Don't let this clown or any other clown on YouTube tell you what to collect. It's just me. I don't feel like Pops have any, very much redeeming value. They're just a statue with not even a lot of ingenuity that goes into it. It's just a circle with 2 dots and then a little bit of clothes. That's it. It's with my 90% of it is the freaking dome, the head. And it doesn't even look like the character half the time. It's just circles. But these Todd mods, okay. $15 a piece, which is, I think it's nearly as comparable to, if you asked me to pick between a Pop and Todd's mods, I'd pick the Todd's mods every time and twice on Sunday. Just because they have a lot more, they have washes, they look like the figure. They've got a lot of that stylized nuance and detail that I love. They just don't have any articulation whatsoever. But do they look amazing? These, Todd, do look amazing. I'm not sure I'd pay for $15 for a tiny 4-inch statue, but good luck. Like I said, I like these way more than I like Pops. So, but that's how much I don't want to collect these. So, you know what? These might be all right to just sit on your office table, right? They don't take up a lot of room. You can just, display that there and have people say, hey, look at that. I guess he likes Batman or Bane or whatever action figure, whatever little statue you put up there. So anyways, they're kind of neat, but it's kind of funny. I don't think these will be a hit. But they deserve to be more a hit than Pops, in my opinion. You can have your own. You should have your own opinion. All right. The other thing that cracked me up
was this. So just look at this. You know, we're going to get into what they're releasing, but just look at this. They want $17 for these retread action figures, these vintage collection action figures with not so great articulation. And then they want $40 for Ren and the Howler. $40. In comparison, for $5 more for a vintage, you could get a G.I. Joe, which to me, a classified G.I. Joe is heads and leaps above these vintage figures. I mean, just by bounds, just on exponentially better than a vintage figure. So there's no deciding there. And then would you rather have a Monster Force figure or Sabine Wren? And Sabine Wren costs more than the Monster Force figure still. Come on. Come on. What are we doing? What are we doing? All right. Let's move on from that. Just to say, Disney, what have you done? Hasbro, what are you doing? Just destroyed this stuff. I'm not planning on picking up any of those, but I will talk about them because it's a franchise that I could, you know, I do love it, but there are aspects of it that I don't like anymore. You know, some of the stories I don't like anymore. Some of the direction that they're going with it I don't like anymore. Will I stop loving Star Wars just because I don't agree with everything they do? No. I don't know. I like what I like, and that's all that I like. I don't know how Popeye worked his way in there. Anyways, moving along, we had some great reveals out at London Comic-Con. And again, I mean, it's still a mystery. Unless you guys know, tell me in the comments below. It's still a mystery why everything, now that's really concerning, why stuff has been delayed until 2025. Holy moly. What in the heck is going on? Is Hasbro, I mean, I saw some of the financials that they put out. They looked not great. I mean, they weren't good, but they weren't horrid, but they were not great. They were not good. I just think they need to focus on what's important. And right now, if there's a property losing money, I would say flush it. Flush it down the toilet hard. And just let that reinvigorate some of the stuff later, right? Do the minimum required rollout that you have on contract for Disney and move on. That would be my view as a businessman. And then go maybe open up some of these other franchises that you might have a part in, like Mask. Oh, sorry, something got stuck in my throat. You have Hasbro, you have IPs that people have been clamoring for. You have ideas that people have wanted to get done. What are you waiting for? Stop goofing around with stuff that isn't making you money. Pivot quickly or you're doomed for failure. Bobby Valla will buy your IPs and then we'll just be buying G.I. Joes from Bobby. So anyways, Blowtorch was announced. So here's a rendering of him. Looks fantastic. I will be buying him. Very colorful, like a firefighter, but not necessarily a firefighter at all, really. More of a, I guess these were the infantrymen, close combat stuff with, in the tunnels. I mean, if you look at the history of what these flamethrower guys did, it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. But yeah, I'll still be picking this figure up. I dig it. I dig the effects. But yeah, so very cool. Then you also have the Frag Viper that came out, looking cool. Yeah, I'll be picking this one up as well. It's exciting that we're getting some of these drops now. So yeah, I dig it. Frag Viper. Am I going to pick up several of these? No. Am I going to pick up several blowtorches? No. I'll probably pick up, you know what? Hold on. Let me unravel I am going to limit myself to 2 of these each because I'm not super excited about this selection. So now this one, Nemesis now you know what? That's what it is to me. Nemesis Enforcer. That's what it is. Why are they trying to mess with my brain? Nemesis Enforcer. I will be picking up a few of these. I like the way it turned out. I would have liked the wings to be a little bit more venomish, I guess. But these will do. It's fine. I like the Venom wings more, though. But this one, like I said, this one will do. So anyways, I will be picking up a few of these. I really like this this version of them. And we also have Heavy Duty. I'll be picking up a few of him. Also, so many things you could do with those weapons. He's ridiculous looking, but still very cool figure. I think it's a really nice buck that he's on. And gosh, who doesn't want missiles shooting off their waist? He didn't sell very well either. What was that, Metalhead? But this one I think is going to do well. This one is just a little bit, I don't know. To me, he looks a little bit cooler, not as outlandish. So anyways, and then you've got Trench Viper, and oh my gosh, the jokes on this thing are just, the Trench Viper looks great. I'm going to be picking him up. I hope he doesn't have that same problem with the T-pose as, you know, that first orange Alley Viper looked great. This one's, it looks like it's on the same mold, but that Alley Viper worked really great with the joints doing a T-pose. No issues with it. The second Alley Viper, the one that's in black and red, that one had a lot of, one of them broke on me. But yeah, that one I had to, you have to work on it for like an hour or two in order to get those joints working. And it's just a whooping. I hope this one doesn't have that problem. Now let's get to the, elephant in the room, which is that what people are calling the porta potty, the Cobra porta potty, the backpack with guns. I'm all for modularity. And I think this is what they tried to do here, right? They try to form that modularity so you can put these together. Look, I think it's a step in the right direction. Does it look like a porta potty? Yes, but you can do more than just make fun of it. I think there's some potential in. Hear me out. I think there's potential in that porta potty. What a weird thing to say, but I think it's going to be good. I think, I want them to keep thinking modularity. Keep thinking that, because that is what's going to open up the world building way more. You can do so much more with it. I think with some pieces of this and then some of your imagination, you can go crazy world building. So Hasbro, I applaud you. Good job with the modularity. Let's get those joints working correctly though. Anyways, here's a picture of what they, are saying. Hey, you can kind of do this with it. This looks good. This is fine. I think you could expand on this a little bit more with your own tinkering and make it bigger and stuff. So there you go. I don't see a huge deal with this. I think it's all right. We also announced was a Retro Collection Flint. Very cool. I'll be picking that up. A Retro Collection Televiper. Very cool. I'll be picking just a couple of these up. I'm not going to go hog wild with these. So I will be picking up just maybe a couple of those. One to open, one to rock, one to stock. And also we're getting a classic cover girl, which is very, very cool as well. So very nice there. All right, now let's get into some of the G.I. Joe adjacent stuff that destroyed my wallet. Now you guys all saw last week that Gridiron came out with this magnificent, ridiculous Trouble Bubble leg, almost, it reminds me of those Macross or those Robotech little scout vehicles or Invid vehicles that had a bunch of antennas sticking out the top of it, and then they had the two little legs, and then they would like jump into battles. Some of them would fly a little bit. That's what this reminded me of, so that's why I picked up a couple of those. But then I saw this. Look what they just put up. I knew it wouldn't be the end. The Drone Mech Lower. Holy freaking moly. It could be a almost like a light, it's not light artillery, but those shells are gigantic. Those shells that this thing is putting out are big. These are armor piercing shells that it's putting out. And then it could be a SAM site, and then it could be kind of like a light infantry fighter as well. Now, I already picked up a couple of these, the lowers, and I already have some of the uppers, so we can mess around with that. But this is the picture that sold me on it. When I saw this Monster Force figure standing next to that drone, sweetness, absolute world building sweetness. Look at that. Oh man, I was like, oh yeah, if I went on a scout, a patrol, and I would have a couple of these flanking me, life would be okay. If I came under fire, I could hide behind them. If it came to it, I could send one of them out there to outflank the enemy. I mean, this would be great. I could just sit back there and, remote control these little bad boys. So anyways, I really love
You know, it's very futuristic looking. I love what they're doing. Gridiron, you're killing me, man. These things are killing me. I'll put a link in the description below to these things. And then they also came out for ones with the Joes. I ordered a couple of those as well. So very exciting that what they're doing. So man, just give me, killing me. Here's a Sam version of the Joe one. So killing me. Freaking Gridiron. Such a great job. Anyways, moving on to Marvel. So we finally saw a full, I mean, we might have seen it before, but basically Red Hulk movie, Red Hulk, MCU Red Hulk. Here's a shot of him. I might pick up one or two of him. Falcon, I'm not super excited about this version of Falcon. It's just too odd looking to me. Almost looks like Vulture more than Falcon. Is that, no, we've already had a Vulture in the MCU and doesn't look nothing like this. So I don't know. Maybe he's in a comic. You guys can tell me. I didn't read this comic. If this is a representation of a comic somewhere, I didn't read it. So maybe educate me below. It's not a deep cut. It's an episode. It's in comic number 34 of, I don't know. I just know that I've never seen this version of Falcon. I've seen this version of Falcon in Captain America though. So, and here's our new, I guess he's a little different than comic book version, the one that we got a little bit ago. So anyways, there's that. Diamond Select Toys. Look what we got here. The only ones I'm really interested in is the actual action figures, and most of these are just statues. So I thought I'd just show them to you. Look, they got Magneto, they got Green Goblin as a statue, they got, some, I'm not sure of all these anyways, but there you go. The only action figures here are Wolverine and Carnage. So Carnage, here he is, $30, decent articulation. But Diamond Select Toys, they're not, they're larger toys. They're not super articulated, but not bad. They're not, pretty good. And then you have also the movie Wolverine action figure. I think also $30. So there you go. Now let's talk about Justice League America, or the Justice League team here. You got Aquaman. We talked about this already, so we're just gonna skip over it really quick. Justice League America. We got Aquaman with the crazy hair. We got Batman. They seem to have these splotches on them, and I'm not a big fan of it, so I won't be getting them because I don't like the splotches. Superman, it's really ugly looking on. And then Darkseid, they splotched him out. So anyways, you've got Aquaman, Batman, The Flash, Superman. Superman with that long rock and roll hair. Nah, I'm passing. But they're here if you want them. I think each one's $25, I think is what they said. So, yeah. Anyways. And, I'm mildly interested in Jubilee, maybe, if I find her on sale somewhere. So MAFEX putting out these three. You got Michael Jordan again. I'm a fan of him in the red outfit. I don't like the white one. I like the red one. That's what I remember. So you got the Michael Jordan, you got Shazam, and you got Jubilee. The only one that I'm interested in mildly is Jubilee, if she's on sale. So MAFEX putting out an okay, I don't know. I'm not super interested in it. So I don't think this lineup is going to do super great. We also have Venom. SH Figure Arts. Which one did I haven't opened them. Which one did I not open? Oh, didn't get around to opening Spider-Punk. That's the last SH Figure Arts I bought. I need to go over there and open them. Anyways, $75 for this SH Figure Arts Venom. The last stand, I don't know, the one from the movie. He's pretty big. He's bigger than normal. So I'm not going to be picking it up. I already have the movie Venom that Hasbro put out, and that one's actually pretty good, so I'm passing on this one. SH Figure Arts putting out some of the classic Obi-Wan Kenobi look there. I dig it. Looks great. I like this. I like the soft cloth. I'm always a big fan of soft cloth, especially if it has wires in it, so you can pose it however you feel like it. I don't know. I really like this version of Obi-Wan. So I don't know. I may pick it up, may not. Depends on how that Spider-Punk goes. I need to open that one. See how their quality control has improved or not. I don't know. NECA is putting out these TMNT it almost feels like they're kind of rehashing it a little bit, because we already have this Casey Jones. And so they're giving us a motorcycle. So in order for them to make money, they're giving us a Casey Jones and they're giving us a motorcycle. So that's interesting. That's interesting that they would do that. Are we buying it just for the motorcycle? I don't know. Does it scale well with G.I. Joes? I don't know. And you also are going to have this exclusive. I think everybody's going to be looking for the Casey Jones and the motorbike. They're not going to be looking for this 2-pack for Shredder and what is it? Leo? Is this Leo? I don't know. Anyways, I'll correct myself later. But anyways, I don't think this is the one they're going to be looking for. So, anyways, moving on from that. We got ourselves, I jumped around a little bit today. We're going to go back to Star Wars just for a second. But anyways, they're putting out, I've already started seeing people pick up the, I forgot, who was the ones that put this out? Oh, man. Oh, Jack's Pacific. Now, these figures, this Altered Beast, Word Dragon, and Streets of Rage Rue, I do not buy these figures for articulation or how the figure... It's $12. The figures articulate horribly. They're not very good at articulating, but they look fantastic in my arcade room. And if you guys, I've already done a room tour a while back, you know, maybe I'll do another room tour in about another few months down the road. I'll try to do one maybe once every year and a half to a year, something like that. Just to show you what's been curated and switched out, you know. So, but anyways, these look great next to my arcades. You know, it's good to have a physical representation of the, you know, the actual characters that you've been messing around with. So having Rue up there and a Word Dragon up there, they look great. But again, I don't buy them. They're horrible at articulation. I just leave them in the box and they look great. Now, Black Series and Vintage Collection, here's what was shown off at London Comic-Con. The only two I'm interested in is this pirate. I forgot what that werewolf pirate's name was. $25 for him, Black Series 6-inch collection, and the $25 Cody. He comes in that special packaging, that old school packaging, Cody. But yeah, that's about it. You guys already saw me crack on, you know, the other three that are up on Sabine and the Snow Trooper and the Doctor, whatever that guy's name is. You already saw me crack on them. And I have absolutely no interest in this Star Wars Outlaw stuff. I mean, is this like Star Wars Gone Goonies? Is that what it is? I don't know. I don't know. If it's anything, I might watch the first episode to see if it pulls me in, because I'll give most everything one chance to pull me in. Have you guys been watching that show Teacup? That's an interesting show. Anyways, side thought there. But anyways, yeah, I mean, I'll watch it once to see if it pulls me in, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Finally, last thing before we go on to the haul, Godzilla. 3-0 is putting out this old school, you know, Godzilla with, you know, with the skin and the texturing, the guy in the suit type one. Oh man, I used to, you know, love these Godzilla movies. I loved them as a kid. I remember watching them for hours, and just like a marathon. Here's the great part. There's no price on it yet, but I imagine it's going to be pricey. Lights and sounds, 26 points of articulation, 9 inches tall. Got these effects in it, you know, busted power line towers and a ray effect coming out of its mouth. Here it is, and you know, getting ready to smash your town, coming to a town to smash you. So I don't know, I dig it. That was a lot, guys. Anyways, let's get over to the haul. Appreciate you guys hanging with me this long. I hope you found some stuff that you might want to order, you know. Anyways, there's a lot going on this week. So yeah, let's get over to the haul. All right, collectors, let's get down to the haul. Couple things. Breaking news. I was just on that Pulse, that Premium Pulse members only stream that Hasbro had. Talked about, what's his name? Nemesis Enforcer. Here's a picture of what they showed. We already knew that. But what we didn't know is that it's going to be a 100% Pulse Con exclusive, or just a Pulse exclusive. So there's that. I don't know if they're going to limit it or whatever. I think
I think it should be fine. If they limit it to 3, maybe. I'm gonna need 3. 1 to rock, 1 to stock, and maybe 1 for the channel. I don't know, 1 to trade. But I think 3 is a good number if they limit it that way. I think that's what they're trying to do. So, yeah, we have those. Oh, and also I forgot to mention we have Crystal Ball. I didn't, you know what's funny about this figure? You know, a lot of people bag on it hard, boy, that Crystal Ball. But I had that figure. I can't bag on it. I kind of dug it, so whatever. You know, it's goofy, it's G.I. Joe, whatever. I had that figure. And then Dark Lawn as well. Apparently those two, I don't know, must have missed it, I guess, whatever. But anyways, there you go. What they told us on the 50, I think it was 15 minutes worth of blah, blah, blah. All for something that we all kind of knew already. So anyways, was it that exclusive? Maybe not. Anyways, breaking news. I just received word from my team that I will indeed be at the North Dallas Toy Show November 2nd next month. So I'll be there selling. I'll be there like to sell. So no reasonable discounted offer will be refused. So stop by, say hello, get yourself a sticker, pick up some of my wares. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, stop on by. I'll put the address and everything right here as to where we're going to be. So see you there, guys. If you're local, even if you're not, maybe stop by. It's a great little show. You know, in the comments below, right before we get into the haul, it's quite a bit to get through. It's a lot, but I want to talk about somebody in the comments section last week said, "Hey, what comics are you reading?" Well, you asked for it. Here we go. I'll go through these quickly, just so you know. Number 1, Savage Sword of Conan. I am a huge Conan fan. That's a nice cover right there. You'll never see a cover like this again. So I had to pick that up. Void Rivals, Transformers, been reading that. I'm just a goofus for old 80s. Destro, Scarlet, been reading that. More Conan, and more Conan. Alien, why not? Some more Void Rivals. Look who's on the cover of this Void Rivals. The Recognizer. Anyways, moving on from that. Also been checking out Deadpool, some more Deadpool, some more Scarlet. We're moving fast, Some more Conan, some more Deadpool, more Conan. What is it, Predator and Black Panther? Yeah, Predator and Black Panther. I'm a sucker for anything Aliens, Predator. I'm a sucker for that stuff. G.I. Joe and Destro, once again. Some more Deadpool and some more Transformers. There you go. That's what I'm reading. That's what I've been picking up lately. You'll probably notice that it wasn't a lot of superhero stuff right now. Superhero stuff has kind of let me down for the moment. I'll get back into it when I think they fix themselves. So for now, they're still in a bit of a flux for me. They're trying to figure things out. They're not sure which way they're going. They're confused. The storylines are, you know, you guys tell me if there's a good superhero storyline going on right now. Let me know in the comments below. If you think there's an exceptionally good story, let me know. I'm really in it for the story. That's it, you know. So if it's a good story, you know, I'd really like to check it out, but only if it's a good story. And even indie, there's some indie titles out there. You guys know of some good indie titles? Put them in the comments below. I'd like to, you know, pick those up as well. All right, let's stop dilly-dallying and get to the haul. Let's start out with the deals. And what a cornucopia of deals did we get today. E-Wing Fighter down at Ross, normally like $12, $15. Where's the sticker on this? There's not even a sticker on here. I don't know. They gave it to me for free. Not really. No, they're not going to give it to me for free. $6. $6 because I also picked up Ahsoka's Hot Wheels vehicle there. So that was cool. That's a deal. That's a deal. Now, this next part is insanity. It's not a deal. This is insanity. 2 of these do not belong to me, but let's see how many grunts Eddie found this weekend. 1. Now, all these are $7.99. Let's start stacking them over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's, you know, from 24, usually these are $25. That's huge. That's a huge savings. So, yeah, a couple of those are for Russ and a couple other people that, now again, I can't trade with everybody. I'm just letting you know where to go look for these things. So a couple of those are for some people that I already know, and the rest are for me. So, you know, again, make friends with your network out there. We also picked up a couple more scrappies. Got more scrappy dudes over here. So there's that. Did I need them? Maybe the effects. And I do like Scrap Iron, and I do like his sculpt. It looks great. You know, they did a good job with that. What else did we pick up? Well, I'll show you. Here we go. Don't fall. I found this recently at GameStop, and I've been looking for it for a while. Deathstroke. I know some of you guys have been finding it everywhere and gonna be like, I found that yesterday, 3 days ago, 3-4 days ago. So, but I didn't. I mean, I'm still looking for it. Again, even world famous, highly sought after YouTubers like me, we can't find everything. I was telling this one guy in the comments section, you guys see like the 10 to 15% of the time where I score stuff. And I still leave some losing, you know, hunts in there, just so you guys understand. Like 80% of the time that I go out there, I just walk out of there sad as all get out, just like y'all. So it's just persistence. So this is some shenanigans. I forgot I ordered 2 more of these. So Quarrel and Falcon, 2 of them. Yep. Are these destined for giveaways? I don't know yet. I might do some customs for those. Daredevil, MAFEX Daredevil came in from Big Bad, so excited about that. Now this is some shenanigans over here. I can't believe this. Sometimes I just forget. What's wrong with me? Picked up 1. These are not deals. 2. 3 freaking Colossus. Colossus, I don't know. I picked up 3 of those. Unfortunately, I had forgotten that, yeah, I put some on Amazon and I put some on Hasbro and forgot. Just forgot. Let me scoot this over a bit. You crabbed me. All right, let's get down to the final stretch here. I didn't forget about these. I purposefully ordered 3 more retro Cobra Troopers. I love these things. I love these retro Cobra Troopers. They're just amazing. Good job, Hasbro. Good job. Now, for the great part of the haul. I mean, it was great already, but this is the part that, and it's actually already did a review on one of them. But I'm excited as all get out now to get into all of these. So let's just, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Here we go. And I'm sitting down today because, you know, my back is healing, but it just takes a minute and I don't want to goof it up by standing up and moving all, twisting all kinds of ways. So first we got a couple, actually we got 3. 3 Declans from Monster Force. One is the leader and a couple more as kind of like troops, because you can just swap that head out. I'll make it work. You know, Marvel Legends head's gonna fit one way or another. So we've got that. Put these right here, move that over here. It's a lot of stuff. And then we picked up 3 Delta Reds. Yeah, so these are the Operations Troopers, Nocturnal Operations Troopers. Picked up 3 of these. These look fantastic. I can't wait. Here, let me show you the UPC code so you can find them at Target. Just kidding, you can't find these at Target, man. Anyways, yeah, so picked up 3 of those. Picked up 3 of the Urban Operations Monster Force guys, Delta Reds. So there you go. These guys looking great. What else did we get? Oh yeah, I picked up 2 of these, but one I already opened. Man, I don't want to open. Oh, now I'm starting to want to rock one to stock of these. The situation's getting out of hand. Out of hand. So we got another heavy weapons. What is it? Sleepwalker Heavy Weapons Division. Man, this guy, go watch the review on this guy. He's amazing. So I'm excited about that. And finally, the last thing we picked up was a t-shirt on clearance. Always look for a deal, man. One of my favorite characters ever. I have the first appearance of this character. Was like I said, you know, sometimes you guys can believe whatever you want, but sometimes I hear these YouTubers or these collectors go, it's a grail. I picked up a grail. Another grail, a grail. Well, if everything's a freaking grail, nothing's a grail. This shirt isn't a grail. But this character's first appearance, the comic book, that was a grail to me. That's a true grail. But then again, who am I to tell you what your grails are? Anyways, that just annoys me. That's a pet peeve. Picked up this shirt, 12 bucks. Walmart. No, not at Walmart. Walmart prices at GameStop. So, loving that shirt. Weapon X, Wolverine, first appearance, Hulk 181. It took me, I just acquired it 3 years ago. So it took me until way later in life to see that comic book. So, and to own it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. Special thank you to the members of the channel. Hey, if you're enjoying this content, consider becoming a member. Consider subscribing. Consider turning your notification bells on. Because like I said, I really like doing riddles. So, and I like those more than the monthly giveaway because again, you can actually, it's based on your hustle, right? That riddle ain't gonna solve itself. And if you just leave it be, it just keeps going. It's just a contest that keeps going until you solve it. So anyways, and again, congratulations to Hard Act to Follow. I'll be sending your stuff out very soon. He wins the Tiger Paw back there. So great work. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. If you're doing this hobby and it's causing you stress, you're doing it wrong. This is a hobby. It should bring a smile to your face. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. And as always, as long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep rolling it out.